Hi, my name is Dan with Droneblog.com. Today's video will go over how to change the various video settings within the DJI Fly app by going into manual mode and getting the most out of the Mini 3 Pro camera. Now, similar to the Mini 3 Pro photo settings, we'll be making all of the necessary video settings changes within the DJI Fly app's live view screen. To access video mode while in the DJI Fly app, press the icon above the shutter button on the right. Here you'll see Photo, Video, Master Shots, Quick Shots, Hyperlapse, and Pano. You'll want to choose the video option or icon. You'll notice that once in video mode, you're presented with two separate shooting modes. Normal, which is a fully customizable video mode, and slow motion. This automatically sets video settings to slow motion standards, 1080p, 120 frames per second. Now if you switch to Pro mode while in slow motion, only the ISO and white balance can be customized. To change between these video shooting modes, simply choose the one you'd like to use. Now to get the most out of your video, you'll want to switch from auto mode and go into Pro mode, which is pretty much like manual. To switch to Pro mode, on the bottom right of the live view screen, you'll see an area where the camera settings are located. In auto mode, you'll see the following camera settings available: RES and FPS, this is resolution in frames per second, and EV, or exposure value. Tap the camera icon that says Auto, and it will then automatically switch to Pro mode. After entering Pro mode, you'll see that there are now quite a few options available for you to adjust. On the bottom right of the Pro mode screen, you'll see possibly 4K 30 or a variation of this, as this is based on the resolution in frames per second that are currently selected. We'll see D-Cine or Norm, WB, S, ISO, F, and MM. Except for F, the fixed aperture of 1.7, and MM, manual metering, all the options are adjustable, which helps get the best video possible. To change these values, simply press the area at the bottom of the screen that corresponds to them. 4K 30, or RES and FPS. This area is where you can change the resolution and frame rate of your video. Whatever the chosen resolution in frames per second is currently selected will be displayed here. Now the Mini 3 Pro has various resolutions and frame rates. It has 4K, 2.7K, and 1080p, these ranging from 24 frames per second to 60 frames per second. Now note this. To get into slow motion mode, you will need to go back to the video mode and choose slow motion to get the 120 frames per second value. The color profile. The Mini 3 Pro has two color profiles, normal and D-Cine-alike. Now depending on which color profile you choose, you'll either be shooting in 8-bit or 10-bit. That choice will be shown on screen as either D-Cine or Norm. D-Cine-alike is a fairly flat video color profile, specific to DJI drones. When D-Cine-alike is chosen, the footage will be recorded in 10-bit. You can either choose the H.264 or H.265 codec, these of course being high-efficiency video coding. D-Cine-alike is useful for those who use LUTs in their color grading. Now the normal profile is DJI's interpretation of the color currently being shot, basically what you are seeing. This color profile is useful for those that either don't want to color grade their footage or those that want to make minimal adjustments to their footage. W. White balance. White balance evens out the color temperature in a video to make the color look more natural and truer. This is done by making the image cooler or warmer, from 2000 K or Kelvin to 10,000 K. In the DJI Fly app, the white balance is not represented by sunny, cloudy, incandescent, and custom as it was in the Go 4 app. White balance is now adjusted using a white balance slider. The slider is in numerical Kelvin values. Now here's another tip. You can forego manually changing the Kelvin values and just choose auto. In auto, the Mini 3 Pro will try to decide what white balance values are best for the current shooting conditions. If you need to make slight adjustments to these values between shots, you can switch to Pro and make those adjustments. S for shutter. This controls how long or how short the shutter is open. Lower numbers let in more light, while higher numbers minimize the light allowed into the camera. Now, instead of using the shutter to regulate light when shooting video, the shutter should be used to regulate motion blur in videos. This is done using the 180-degree rule. This filming rule is where you'll want to have your shutter set to double, or 180 degrees, your frame rate, if possible. This means if you're shooting at 24 frames per second, you'd want your shutter speed to be double that. In this case, 1/50th of a second, since the Mini 3 Pro does not have a 1/48th option. Now, an additional tip. If you find that the conditions are too bright for your shutter speed, it's suggested to use an ND filter set to minimize the amount of light coming into the camera. ISO. ISO is the value of measure for camera sensitivity to light. As you increase the ISO numbers, the lowest being 100, the brighter your image will be. Be aware that the higher the ISO is raised, the more noise or grain is introduced into the footage. The Mini 3 Pro's ISO range is between 100 and 6400 for both photos and videos. When possible, keep the ISO at 100. If you must raise the brightness, increase ISO sparingly. or manual metering. This is similar to the exposure value, EV, in auto mode. However, unlike the EV in auto mode, you cannot change the manual metering value in Pro mode. Manual metering is a value-based guide that tells you when your exposure is correct based on the ISO and shutter. Well, that's all for this video. If you find these types of video tutorials helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. For more tutorials and reviews, head to Droneblog.com.